you started, Kevin Wildes. Let's go to the Bronx. Aaron Judge just having a monster season. He belted another 2 home runs last night, 16 and 17 on this season. You know what he's on pace for if you do the calculations in your head quickly.
600 million.
66 home runs. 600 million is another way of putting it. That's a lot of home runs.
Dollars is what I meant.
That would be 66 home runs he's on pace for. How about that?
Wow.
It's wonderful, but Wildes, what else you got for us?
Oh, more wonderful pregame Celtics Heat. I don't know, is Jason Tatum going to have a bounce-back game? Well, he showed up wearing a Carhartt shirt with Michael Jordan on it and pants with Kobe and Mike on them. So there you go. Yeah, he was going to have a big game. 31, 8, and 5 for Jason Tatum. Celtics win, obviously. Moving on to the weird. Let's check in on the Patriots OTAs. Oh, Baby Goat showing off the new velocity and the hands. Maybe a new receiver package Joe Judge could put in. Oh, keep the hooves in bounds. Got it. Dual threat coming your way soon. Moving on to the wonderful. Celtics Heat. My favorite celebration. Al Horford with a block. Oh, where's the ball? I can't even see it. And then it's like a miniature salute at the end. I'm calling it the sea captain now, Broussard. You look around. Whoa, where are we? Oh, there's land over there. 5 points, 14 rebounds, 4 blocks for Horford. And finally, the weird Cubs-Reds. If it's a Reds highlights, you know it's either a blooper or just a ball in the stands. This one's the latter. Ball in the stands lands in this guy's beer. So he gives it to this. Maybe perhaps it's the other guy's beer. Hey, I got a ball there. Then he's got to chug it. Like, it's a little challenging.
So
we got a little physics problem there. It's like, I don't even think you got all the liquid down there. You got a baseball in your
With
What a
sporting event.
fanny
that's it.
pack.
Cubs win
That makes
7-4, and that's a weird and wonderful
grown
from the natural pastime.
just act like
great,
teenagers. It's
No huddle.
Somebody should study it.
Time to run it. The fascination with getting the foul ball. Start New England, where Wildes is a very happy man this morning. That'll happen when Patriots wide receiver Kendrick Bourne says Mac Jones is in the best shape of his life. As Wildes said in our morning meeting when asked if he liked the topic, "Oh, I love any topic about the baby goat." Wildes, what would be considered a successful season for Mac?
Goat-like improvement, Jenna, and that's the trajectory we're on. What we learned yesterday was not only that Mac Jones is now a receiver, but that he's improved his body, his arm, and his mind. First of all, his body. Said, oh, he lost that beautiful tummy of his. Little, what I call baby fat, or maybe even little baby goat fat, out there eating tin cans when he was at Alabama, but now he's just on the more of a TB12-esque.
I can't, the audio.
Diet. There was an Instagram video of him being served plateful of cookies, and I said, I pulled the Jonah Hill. Like, no, too many cookies there, bud. Secondly, Jenna, his arm. Guess he was working with in the offseason. Tom House! Tom House is back. Would I recognize Tom House if he walked into this very studio? No. Do I like when I hear Tom House's voice or his name mentioned? Yes, I do. Tom House has worked with Tom Brady, so of course, now Mac Jones' arm is going to be better. And finally, it's his mind. Oh, we've got another year of experience under his belt. And here's my question for you, Nick. Why can't Mac Jones get the same narrative that we afford to every other QB? If you look at preseason predictions for all the other second-year QBs, you hear the same thing. Trevor Lawrence, another year. Ooh, Zach Wilson, another year under his belt. Watch out for the Bears. Justin Fields, another year. Ooh, Trey Lance, are they going to be better because he threw for 600 yards? Yeah. And then what about the Pro Bowler Baby Goat, who the last time you saw him short of this video, he was hitting the gritty in the Pro Bowl. Oh, he'll probably be the same. Even though the Celtics were 10-7, he'll probably regress. It makes zero sense.
Okay.
His body's better. His arm is better. His mind is better.
You meant
he's
the
eating less
Patriots,
cookies.
not the Celtics.
He deserves the same treatment that he's going to be better than everybody else.
I'm
Let him go. Let him go.
I'm actually going to take this seriously, even though this segment included goat noises, a stuffed animal, and Wilds calling a 7th Pro Bowl alternate a Pro Bowl. Okay? The reason why he is not getting the benefit of the doubt the other quarterbacks his draft class are is the same reason that he had the best numbers of any of the rookie quarterbacks last year. Because the expectation with Mac Jones when he came into the league was that he is the most polished, he is the most pro-ready. So why didn't he go higher? Because he has the lowest ceiling. Because their concern was what he is coming out of Alabama is kind of what he's going to be when, 3, 4, 5 years into his career with minor tweaks. That's why the New England Patriots, despite winning 10 games last year, if you look at the Vegas odds for winning 10 games this year, they have the 20th best odds, slightly worse than Miami, but one spot ahead of Washington. That's why the Vegas win total is 8.5, even though you were so wildly offended when I had them winning around that many games. But here would be my question, Brew. And here's why the Mac Jones stuff it doesn't resonate with really anyone outside of the greater New England area and Kevin Wilds. If you look at the AFC this year, I was going to do a list of quarterbacks that are better than Mac Jones. It's too long. What are the AFC quarterbacks that anyone can say with any level of confidence Mac Jones is better than? I came up with 2.5. Tua, Mitch Trubisky, and even though it pains me, because I do love this man's neck, Davis Mills. There are 3 out of 16 quarterbacks in the conference that I am convinced Mac Jones is better than, and I'm iffy on Mills. Like, do you think I'm leaving anybody out? That that's disrespectful. He's clearly better than who? Ryan Tannehill? Matt Ryan? I don't think he's better than Wilson or Trevor Lawrence. I guess we'll see. But I came up with 3, Brew. That's why people are not as high on Mac as Wilds is.
No, look, that's fair, Nick. I actually am iffy on Tua. I'm not convinced that he's better than Tua. But I'm going to say this, because I'm somewhere in between you and Wilds when it comes to Mac Jones. You were right on the money, Nick, with all the talk about his ceiling being lower than Trevor Lawrence and the other rookies in his class last year. However, he's a guy that has great poise, right? He's a guy that is a quick learner. He's a guy that is accurate. And he's a guy that has shown a strong work ethic and willingness to work hard in the offseason. It's true. He has come back with a better body. That's a good sign. So I do think he can improve. And I'm going to give you some hardcore facts. One, how can he have a better year or show he's improving? Make the playoffs. I don't think they will. All right, I like Miami better than, obviously, Buffalo. I like Miami better than them too. But make the playoffs, number 1. 2, he was 22 touchdowns, 13 picks last year, I believe. I'd like to see 30-ish, 30-plus touchdowns. I settle for 30.
You got it.
And 10 or fewer interceptions. All right,
Sure.
I'd like to see that. And then here's the biggie, the thing that Nick harped on all year last year, Wilds, with Mac Jones. I want to see improvement with him throwing the football downfield, 20 yards or more, not just dinking and dunking and hoping the running back or receiver can make something happen. I want to see improvement throwing the ball downfield. If he gives me all of those things, Wilds, I'll be with you. He's about the 12th best quarterback in the conference.
He'll be a different player.
That's not where I'm at.